Welcome, seekers of peace and tranquility. Before we embark on this journey of serenity, do not forget to tap on the subscribe button and become a part of our ever-blossoming community of faith and enlightenment. As we prepare to embark on this journey of discovery, let's take a moment to appreciate the stillness that surrounds us. In the hushed whispers of the night, there exists a power, a force that has been harnessed and revered by countless civilizations over thousands of years. This power is prayer, a silent yet potent devotion. In today's discourse titled "The Night is for Prayers, Discovering the Power of Quiet Devotions," we aim to delve deep into this mystical force. The night, with its tranquil aura and serene silence, has forever held a certain allure that has fascinated humans since time immemorial. It has been the muse of artists, the solace of philosophers, and the sanctuary of spiritual seekers. The night is a time of introspection, solitude, and for many, a time of prayer. But what is it about the night that makes it so conducive to prayer? How have different cultures across the world and throughout history harnessed this power? These are some of the many questions we seek to explore in this discussion. We will strive to uncover the spiritual significance and practical applications of prayer and devotion in our everyday lives. As we navigate this winding path of enlightenment, we hope to bring to light the transformative power of prayer. Our journey today will take us from the monastic traditions of Christianity to the meditative practices found in Eastern religions. We will traverse across time and space, revealing the profound impact of quiet devotions. We will shed light on the practices of diverse cultures, ranging from the silent prayers whispered in the hushed confines of monasteries to the rhythmic chants reverberating through the vast expanses of Himalayan retreats. This journey promises to deepen our understanding of prayer, strengthen our faith, and inspire us towards greater spiritual growth. So, seekers of peace and tranquility, you are cordially invited to us on this enlightening journey, a journey that is guaranteed to broaden your horizons, deepen your faith, and fill your hearts with a renewed sense of purpose. Come journey with us as we delve into the historical context of prayer and devotion, exploring its myriad forms and unraveling its fascinating origins. The knowledge we gain together promises both enlightening and transformative. Journey with us as we delve into the historical context of prayer and devotion. Prayer, an ancient practice, has been a cornerstone of spiritual expression in every culture. It is not only a link, but also a cosmic journey, transcending time and space, connecting us with our ancestors and our peers, a thread of spiritual longing and existential questioning that has been woven into the very fabric of our shared human history. In the beginning, Sumerians of the ancient Mesopotamian civilization sought favor and guidance from their divine pantheon through fervent prayers. They crafted intricate ceremonies, longing for divine participation, and often supplicated for abundant harvests, protection, and victories in wars. These prayers, often engraved on clay tablets, give us a glimpse into their lives and their relationship with the divine. Not far away in the land of the pharaohs, the ancient Egyptians served their deities through complex rituals performed in grand temples built for each god and goddess. They believed was the key to divine favor and an essential part of their daily life. Amulets, statues, and even their elaborate burial rituals signify their profound sense of the sacred and their quest for eternal life. Meanwhile, in the fertile Indus Valley, early Hindus found solace in meditative chants. They believed in the power of mantras, sounds that were thought to be inherently sacred and potent. These early spiritual practices laid the foundation for the sophisticated philosophical and spiritual traditions of Hinduism evolve in the centuries to come. Further east, in the vastness of China and the serenity of Japan, philosophers and sages pondered life's mysteries in quiet, contemplative reflection. They sought wisdom and inner peace through introspection, applying spiritual and ethical principles in their daily life. Across the ocean in the Americas, indigenous tribes sought ancestral wisdom and divine guidance through communal dances and sacred ceremonies around fires. These practices, deeply rooted in their connection with nature, were expressions of their reverence for the spiritual forces they believed governed the world around them. In the heart of the Middle East, the Jewish people composed the Psalms, timeless songs of devotion that were prayers in verse. These hauntingly beautiful hymns echoed through the ages, our longing for divine connection. The Christian tradition carried this forward with quiet devotion, sacred liturgy, and the sacraments. The Islamic world resounded with the call to prayer 5 times every day, a sacred rhythm that punctuates the everyday life of the faithful. This call, melodic and resonant, offers a respite from worldly concerns, a moment to reorient oneself towards the divine. In the secluded monasteries of Tibet and the tranquil temples of Thailand, Buddhists sought enlightenment through mindful meditation, focusing on the breath, the body, and the impermanence of all things. Their practices, rooted in the teachings of Buddha, reflect a profound understanding of the human mind and its potential for liberation and peace. Despite the multitude of forms and traditions, the universal human impulse to connect with the divine is a common thread, a dialogue with the cosmos, a yearning to understand our place in the grand scheme of existence. Night, with its serene silence and star-studded sky, becomes the perfect setting for this divine communion. As the world succumbs to sleep, the devout find their peaceful corner, their moment of solitude, reaching out to the divine. The night, as it turns out, has long been a time for such divine connections. The history of prayer is not just a record of religious practices, but a testament to our timeless quest for meaning, peace, and transcendence. It is a story of human connection with the divine across thousands of years and countless cultures. As the world slumbers, the devout find a special communion in the quiet of the night. This statement ushers us into the enchanting world of the night, a period when the clamor of the day gives way to an encompassing calm. The allure of the night is undeniable. It's a time when the world slows down, offering for solitude and spiritual devotion. Historically and across various cultures, the night has been revered and regarded as a sacred time. Many have cherished it, using to experience a unique form of prayer and devotion that is unlike any other. In the Bible, we find numerous accounts that capture the essence of nighttime prayers, instances that reveal the spiritual significance and attachment to prayers made in the quiet and solitude of the night. In the New Testament, we encounter the figure of Jesus Christ, our Savior, who often retreated to secluded places, finding solace in the tranquility of the night to engage in fervent prayer. Similarly, in the Old Testament, we come a figure known for his poetic passion and zealous devotion to God. It was he who proclaimed in the book of Psalms, "At midnight, I rise to give you thanks." These moments and accounts grant us a glimpse into the profound spiritual connection that can be experienced when one embraces the solitude of the night. The narrative of the early Christian monks, also known as the Desert Fathers, lends further credence to the integral role of the night in spiritual practices. These pious men revered the night, using it as a canvas for their spiritual exercises. They, as the physical world fell into darkness, the spiritual realm blazed with radiant light. This belief propelled them to dedicate long hours of the night to prayer, contemplation, and communion with God. They found in the night a spiritual ally, a companion that facilitated their journey towards spiritual enlightenment. Nighttime prayer is not merely a ritual or tradition that has been passed down through the generations. Rather, it is an intimate encounter with the divine. It presents an opportunity to seek wisdom, find and foster a closer relationship with our Creator. Under the cloak of the night's quiet, the distractions of the world fade away, and our focus is drawn solely towards practice, allows us to pause and reflect on the events of the day, to express gratitude for the blessings received, to seek forgiveness for our transgressions, and to lay our worries and burdens before God. The night becomes a time of surrender, of entrusting ourselves into the care of God while the world around us sleeps. Indeed, in the stillness and solitude of the night, we discover a space for spiritual intimacy. It's a time when we can tune in to the soft whisper of God, feel His comforting presence in a deeper sense, and experience His love more profoundly. In the silence of the night, a form of devotion was born. As we appreciate the tranquility of the night, we uncover a sacred space for heartfelt prayer. It's a moment when our hearts can converse with God in a profound and intimate way. This conversation, this dialogue, becomes a beacon of light, guiding us towards spiritual enlightenment. The beauty and power of nighttime prayers lie in this spiritual practice that invites us into a deeper communion with our Creator. It is a journey of faith, of spiritual growth, and of a deeper understanding of the divine. It is an invitation to delve deeper into the mysteries of our faith, a call to explore the depths of our life, to strengthen our relationship with God, and to seek His face in the quiet of the night. This is the beauty and power of nighttime prayers, a spiritual practice that invites us into a deeper communion with our Creator. Quiet devotions, a practice of silent prayer and contemplation, emerged as a powerful spiritual exercise. This mystical discipline, deeply rooted in the Christian tradition, has origins that stretch back to the period of early desert fathers and mothers. As the narrative goes, these pioneering spiritual seekers, driven by a profound longing for a deeper communion with God, sought solace in the encompassing silence of the wilderness. They distanced themselves from the clamor and hustle of city life, choosing instead the solitude of the desert, where they could commune intimately with the divine presence. Their spiritual exercise of quiet devotion revolved around periods of tranquility, a sacred time dedicated to listening more than speaking. This was not just about physical silence, but also encompassed an inner stillness, a calming of the mind to be fully present, to be acutely aware, to be receptive to the divine whisper. It was less about the words they uttered, about the prayers they chanted, and more about the silence they cultivated, the sacred space they deliberately created for God to speak into their lives. Imagine a tree, sturdy and firm, standing unbowed amidst a raging storm. The tree does not fight against the storm, it merely stands, firmly grounded and deeply rooted in the earth. This metaphor captures the essence of quiet devotions. They are not about combating life's storms, but about grounding ourselves in God's presence, finding serenity amidst the turmoil. The origins of quiet devotion serve as a powerful reminder that silence is not an absence, but a profound presence. It's not about the absence of noise, but the presence of God. It's not about the absence of thoughts, but the presence of awareness. It's not about the absence of words, but the active presence of listening. The intent of this quiet is to nurture a profound spiritual connection. This practice is about fostering a relationship with God that transcends the realm of words and ventures into the realm of silence. Silence. It's about silencing the external and the internal noise to genuinely hear God's voice. It is about molding a sacred space within our hearts, a sanctuary of peace and tranquility, where we can commune with God in the quietness of our souls. In a world that constantly values noise, bustle, and activity, quiet devotions propose a countercultural practice. It's a bold affirmation that says, in the midst of the noise, I choose silence. Amidst the busyness, I choose stillness. Amidst the chaos, I choose peace. The potency, the transformative power of quiet devotions in its simplicity and depth. It is a spiritual journey, a journey that starts in silence, ventures through the complexities of inner contemplation, and culminates in love. It's a journey that requires patience, commitment, and the courage to confront one's deepest fears and doubts. It's a journey that calls for surrender, for letting go of the need to control, and embracing the unknown with trust and faith. It's a journey into the heart of God, a journey that begins in silence and culminates in love. This is the power, the essence, the transformative potential of quiet devotions. Yet quiet devotions are not an escape from the world, but a deeper engagement with it. They teach us to be present, to be mindful, to live each moment with awareness and in gratitude. They guide us in finding peace amidst chaos, serenity amidst turmoil, and love amidst hatred. So, as we navigate the stormy seas of life, let us remember the wisdom of the desert fathers and mothers. Let us cultivate the practice of quiet devotions, of finding God in the silence. For it's in the silence that we hear the most profound truths. It's in the stillness that we find our deepest strengths. And it's in the quiet that we commune with God. In essence, quiet devotions are an invitation to greatest adventure of our lives, the journey into the heart of God, a journey that begins in silence and culminates in the most profound, the most divine, the most enduring of all human experiences, love. It's a journey into the heart of God, a journey that commences in silence and culminates in the stillness of the night. Quiet devotions lend strength to the soul, a phrase profoundly cherished by many. This phrase, often whispered in hushed reverence, has echoed through the centuries, resonating with countless individuals seeking solace and strength. But what exactly makes these silent prayers, these quiet devotions, so remarkably influential and potent? Journeying into the heart of this fascinating conundrum, we uncover the answer. We see that this practice, carried out in the solitude and tranquility of the night, engenders deeply spiritual connections. As the world around us hushes and slumbers, our hearts become softer, more receptive to spiritual influences. Our minds, previously cluttered with the noise of daily existence, sharpen, becoming more focused and attentive. This newfound tranquility equips us to dive deeply into prayer, fostering a profound, intimate relationship with the spiritual. Beyond this spiritual dimension, quiet devotions hold a wealth of psychological benefits. Within the serene ambience of the night, we encounter a sanctuary, a haven where anxieties and worries are soothed, fears confronted, and peace discovered. This time of reflection, this precious moment of introspection, allows us to examine our thoughts, assess our actions, and analyze our underlying intentions. Enhanced self-awareness brings forth much-needed clarity, a beacon of light in the often confusing labyrinth of life. In a similar vein, these quiet devotions function as potent stress relievers. In the enveloping silence, we unload our burdens, casting our worries and fears onto a higher power. This symbolic act of surrender is immensely liberating us from the shackles of our worries. It's akin to a soothing balm for the weary soul, instilling a sense of calm and serenity. Moreover, through silence, we also create a space for wisdom to enter. By meditating on scriptures, reflecting teachings, we throw open the doors of our heart to divine enlightenment. This practice illuminates our path, serving as a guide on our personal journey of self-discovery and growth. Additionally, quiet devotions foster resilience. Amidst adversities and trials, this practice becomes a steadfast anchor, grounding us securely in our faith. It serves as a powerful reminder of our innate strength, instilling hope and courage. In essence, the profound power of quiet devotions lies in its dual spiritual and psychological benefits. It facilitates a deeper, more intimate connection with the divine. It promotes self-awareness and introspection, offers a much-needed reprieve from stress, and cultivates resilience. It nourishes the soul, declutters the mind, and brings tranquility to the heart. Through quiet devotions, we find solace in the silence. This silence possesses the power to strengthen, enlighten, and transform us. As we continue this powerful practice, we delve deeper into our inner self. We tap into a fountain of peace, wisdom, and strength that lies dormant within us. We uncover our true potential, our capability for inner peace and resilience. Thus, we come to understand and appreciate the profound truth that in quiet, there is power. Incorporating quiet devotions into our daily routine can be transformative. This isn't a fleeting statement, but a profound truth discovered by many who have managed to integrate this enriching practice into the hustle and bustle of their everyday lives. Today, we're going to delve into how you too can seamlessly weave this practice of quiet devotions into your life. To start this journey, the first step is to create a routine. Make it a point to dedicate a specific time each evening for your devotion. This need not be a laborious period. Even a few minutes before you retire for the night or a serene moment post-dinner can work wonders. You might wonder, why evening? Because it's typically a time when the world slows down, the rush of the day ebbs, and the quiet of the night begins to unfold, providing an ideal backdrop for introspection and contemplation. The key to the success of this practice is consistency. It is this regularity, day after day, week after week, that helps us foster a habit. And once a habit, this sacred practice can effortlessly merge with our daily lives, like a stream flowing into a river, an integral part of your day that you would miss if it were absent. Next on our agenda is to identify a quiet, peaceful place that exudes calmness and provides comfort. This could be an armchair that you're fond of, a serene spot in your garden that resonates peace, or if available, a dedicated prayer room. The crux is to find a locale where tranquility reigns and disturbances are minimal, a haven for your thoughts, contemplations, petitions, and musings, a place that becomes a shelter from the noise, a sanctuary where you find peace and reconnect with your spiritual self. Now we come to the how. How do we approach these quiet devotions? Start by calming your mind. In a world full of distractions and noise, this may seem like a daunting task, but with practice, it gets easier. Achieve this by taking several deep breaths, shedding the day's concerns, and shifting your focus to the present moment. Then, foster an environment for prayer. You could choose to quietly repeat a scripture that resonates with you, express your heartfelt appreciation for the blessings received throughout the day, or perhaps share your apprehensions, aspirations, and dreams with the divine. Remember, this is your personal space, a one-on-one with the divine. There are no set rules or restrictions. The goal is to nurture a private and profound dialogue with the divine. In these serene moments of devotion, having a journal within reach can be beneficial. Jotting down your thoughts, emotions, and reflections can amplify your spiritual journey. It provides a physical record of your spiritual growth, a roadmap tracing your journey and the wisdom gained. This tangible record acts as a testament to your spiritual evolution, a physical reminder of your progress, and a tool for reflection. Lastly, practice patience with yourself. Like any new venture, you might require time to become accustomed to quiet devotions. There might be nights when your focus wavers or when words elude you, and that's perfectly fine. Embrace these silent moments and remember it's not about perfection, but about forming a connection. In the quiet of the night, we find to connect with the divine, a space that allows us to share, to listen, to reflect, and to grow. It's a space that provides us with the opportunity to understand ourselves better, to introspect, and to nourish our spiritual selves. Let's use this time wisely, allowing the power of quiet devotions to transform not just our nights. The night invites us all to a deeper spiritual communion. This call is not just a whisper in the wind, but a powerful, resonating invitation that reverberates in the hearts of all beings. It's a call that echoes in the depths of our souls, persistently urging us to seek out a peace that can only be found in the solitude and serenity of the night. This call is not exclusive, it is universal. It is for every soul, for each one of us who is tired, weary, and seeking tranquility in a world that is chaotic, noisy, and constantly at odds with the peace we strive for. Amid the hustle and bustle of life, the jostle of the crowd, the urgency of the day, the incessant calls for our attention, we yearn for moments where we can escape, where we can find solace and tranquility. The night provides us with that sanctuary, that refuge. During the hushed hours of the night, when the world too have retreated into silence, we have the opportunity to connect in a more profound way, to seek wisdom and clarity, to find peace and tranquility that can be elusive during the busy hours of the day. These precious moments are more than just pauses in the continuum of time. They are an opportunity to listen, to perceive the soul's whispers, to discern the divine voice within the silence. The calmness of the night is not just ambient, it is almost palpable. When it descends, we can find ourselves called to a profound level of prayer that resonates deep within our hearts. Our heartbeats may sync with the rhythm of divine love, and in these moments we are afforded a chance to surrender, to let go of our anxieties and fears, our burdens, our worries, and immerse ourselves in the tranquil light of the divine presence. Imagine dedicating a part of your for serene devotions. It may seem daunting initially, particularly if your mind and body are accustomed to the day's noise and distractions. However, perseverance is key. As you press on and persist in your devotions, you will discover that the rewards far outweigh the effort. Visualize a soul free from the shackles of daily concerns, a peaceful mind, rejuvenated spirit. Picture the calm that can envelop your being when you dedicate time for spiritual communion in the night's quiet. These devout moments, when you are in deep solitude, can be your sanctuary, a sacred space where you have a personal encounter with the divine, where you feel His love, His peace, and His solace. Embracing the night as a spiritual sanctuary affords us the chance to develop a profound spiritual bond, a resilient faith, a deeper comprehension of divine will. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are countless others who, like you, are venturing into the unknown, discovering the potential of serene devotions. We are all fellow seekers, traveling along the same path, journeying towards a profound spiritual comprehension, towards an intimate bond with the divine. May the night become your sanctuary of solace connection. May it be the stage where you encounter the divine in a more significant, more intimate way. May it be a sacred space, a serene oasis, where you discover the peace that your soul longs for. May the night be a time when you commune with the divine, when you recharge, when you find solace, and when the divine wisdom becomes more apparent to you than ever before. As we conclude our journey into the night, we trust you've been enriched by the strength of silent devotions, by the subtle power of the whispering prayer. It has been an enlightening journey through the historical landscapes of prayer, casting a luminous beacon on the roots buried deep within the genesis of our existence, the onset of human consciousness. The power of prayer, we've learned, is much more than simply an act, but rather an enduring testament to our spirituality. In this exploration, we've unpeeled the layers of the night, a time often signified by tranquility and rest, unraveling its historical significance as a sacred time for divine communion. We've discovered the hidden truths, the untold stories of how the night, with its quiet stillness, has been a silent witness to countless prayers whispered in solitude, to dialogues both deeply personal and profoundly divine. Delving into these quiet devotions, we've knocked on the door of their deep spiritual relevance. We've discovered that the silence of the night offers the perfect sanctuary for a sincere, unhindered dialogue with the divine. It's an opportunity to dive headlong into the ocean of our deepest thoughts, an invitation to navigate the labyrinth of our innermost emotions. We've revealed how these devotions create a haven of tranquility, a reflective space for introspection, and an opening to rekindle our spiritual bond. In addition to the spiritual significance, we've also delved into the practical implications of these devotions. They stand as a beacon, a spiritual guide that helps us navigate through the intricate map of life. Whether we're seeking guidance during the roughest of storms or expressing our gratitude for the ocean of blessings life bestows upon us, these quiet devotions serve as a path leading us towards inner peace and spiritual growth. Going a step further, we've discussed the invitation to devotion. This call resonates much deeper than simply verbalizing prayers. It's an invitation to engage in a spiritual. It's about listening with open hearts as much as speaking, about receiving divine wisdom as much as seeking. This call encourages us to value the night as a prayer time, a sacred space for intimate dialogue with the divine. It urges us to uncover the transformative capacity of quiet devotions, to unleash the power hidden within. In essence, we've embarked on a journey that transcends temporal and spatial restrictions. It links us to an ageless tradition of night prayers and quiet devotions, a journey that inspires us to probe our spiritual depths, to seek comfort and fortitude in the silence of the night. We've discovered the profound power of quiet devotions, the transformative potential they possess. We've seen how they can alter our perceptions, shift our understanding of the universe, and fundamentally change our lives. Throughout this journey, we've not only discovered the power of quiet devotions, but we've also revealed the beauty of spirituality. We've uncovered the tranquility that comes from silent prayer and the strength that comes from a sincere dialogue with the divine. We've explored the profound power of quiet devotions, demonstrating their potential to transform our lives and our understanding of the universe. So we invite you to join us again on this journey of faith and enlightenment, to continue this exploration into the depth and breadth of spirituality. Each step we take together deepens our understanding, strengthens our faith, and brings us closer to the divine. If you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel to continue exploring spirituality with us. Let's keep this conversation going, and together, let's continue to discover the power of quiet devotions.